All right, welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to talk about the Lasso Tool. So in Photoshop here, I'm going to right click on the Lasso Tool here. So we have the Lasso Tool, the Polygonal Lasso Tool, and then the Magnetic Lasso Tool. So let's do File, Save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the Lasso Tool first. Okay, so basically it's going to be a free drawing selection tool. Okay, so once you see the okay, and if I hit delete, it's going to delete it. If I hit Control Z to undo that, I can hit Control C, Control X to cut and copy, and then Control Shift N for a new layer, and Control V to paste it. Whatever I highlighted with the lasso tool, that's what it's going to select. So think of the lasso as a free selection tool, right? So I can go around here and I can highlight this whole thing. It's going to grab everything inside of my canvas. Now, if I use the Polygonal Lasso Tool, let's look at that. So I'm going to right click on the Lasso Tool and go to that. Okay, you can see if I hold Shift, it'll draw a straight line. If I hold Shift, it'll be a straight line. Still Shift. Okay. And then I can draw it until I see this little circle, which means I've reached the end point. Okay, so again, the same thing is I can Control C, Control X, and it's going to cut and copy whatever layer I'm on. So layer 3, I could Control V layer 3, and then it'll make another layer. There we go. And that's really the polygonal tool. It lets you, we select it again here. It's more for straight objects. You don't have to do straight objects with it, but it's very angled. So that's really what it's designed for, is that. So if you're going to do like a polygon, let's say, I'm going to hit Control Z here. Okay, there we go. Control D, I mean. If I was going to do a polygon, very angle oriented, or a triangle, right? So if I wanted to do a triangle of something, it's very easy to do because it's polygonal, creates straight edged selections. So again, that's the idea. Now the last one is the magnetic lasso tool, which is more for, makes a selection by snapping to image edges. So for this example, what it's going to do, and it's going to create points. So you see the points here. And the reason why it does that is then it knows where it is, and it's magnetic. So it's going to magnetically attach to this rectangle because it's realizing that it's an image, right? And then, so this is the endpoint with a little circle. Okay, that's one way to do it. Now the other way, if I'm doing this oval here, same thing, it's going to be magnetic and it's going to attach to it, but you don't want to go too far off because then it's not going to catch it. You have to kind of, this is more of a sensitive tool because, like I said, if we're trying to select this, okay, then you have to use some precision here. And you can do it as long as you are kissing the edge, so to speak. Okay, as long as you pull it towards the edge, it's going to, for the most part, work on its own. Okay, you see how I kind of went off the rails there a little bit, which is okay. I mean, you could, let's try it one more time here, just to get it to, so it does take some practice to get used to it. It's not exactly where I want it, but that's all right. You get the idea. That's the whole point of this, is just to show you how the tools work so that you can utilize them for your projects and be efficient. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next lecture.